Dad was my hero. Having an athlete as my hero would have been the same as having a zero. I could never look up to any man other than my dad. And even when I was put on punishment for doing something bad, he taught us right from wrong, told us not to be followers and to stay strong. That's why my dad was my hero. He clothed us, fed us, and put a roof over our heads. Made sure we said our prayers before we went to bed. We played checkers, cards, and shot hoops. Dad would roughhouse with us. If one of us kids got hurt, he would hug us and say, oops. That's why my dad was my hero. My favorite thing I loved the most was going to the movie with Dad. When it was just him and I know sometimes he was tired, because I would see him rubbing his eyes. My dad was my hero. He worked 2 jobs for a while, and Mom stayed home with us. Mom had dinner on the table for us kids. Sometimes Dad couldn't make it, sometime he did. When I was 9 years old, I told Dad I was gonna buy him a yacht. As you may have guessed, I dreamed a lot. Whenever we were disciplined, it was done in a loving way. We kids would rather it come from my dad, because my mom didn't play. My sister had my dad wrapped around her little finger. Whatever she wanted, my dad couldn't resist her. Their bond was so close that my brother and I felt he loved her the most. We didn't mind. Don't tell her that, it's between me and you. My dad had a sense of humor and was respected by everyone, but not more than his sons. He had a kind heart and he was smart. He used to practice martial arts to make us laugh. He told us he used to do it in the past. He taught me to be the man I am today. I'm glad he was my dad in every way. My dad gave my brother and me a blueprint on how to raise our sons. I'm just at the beginning, but I know it will not always be fun. I will always be there for him, because he's my son. If I follow my dad's blueprint, hopefully he will turn out like me. We will pass it forward through our family tree. My dad and Mom were best friends. They stayed in love until my dad's life came to an end. My dad was my hero. My dad was my hero. Only hero. My dad was my hero. My dad was my hero.